Hudson. We have dancing bears here at Mr. Muffin's Trains. All right, here we go, 6 o'clock. Hello, everybody from fabulous downtown Atlanta, Indiana. Oops, music. There we go. No music, we're done. Hi, it's Mrs. Muffin coming to you from beautiful downtown Atlanta, Indiana on this wonderful Thursday in November. All our snow and ice is gone, which is really, really good. We appreciate that. We have a lot of new stuff for you, a lot of coming soons this week. I don't have Mrs. Muffin's modeling this week. I apologize. I just want to give a big shout out to Sam for covering for me for the last couple of weeks. Hello, Randy C. Sam and I are going to be kind of taking turns with this broadcast over time. As you know, Sam is the brains behind the operation, and she's the one doing all the heavy lifting. So you'll be seeing more of Sam in the weeks to come and less of me, which, oh, how heartbreaking for me. Anyways, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Massimo. How are things up in the great north of Indiana? What's going on? So we'll check out what we have. HO Scale weekly update. As you know, we talk about new arrivals. We talk about new product announcements, what might be coming next, layout tips, charming building kits, which I said we're not going to do one this week, savings that are available to you, and more. So let's get started, see what's going on. We have some coming soon. I don't have any new arrivals this week. The freight has been a little slow getting started. But coming soon, we have Atlas Master REA Express Reefers. We have 6 different road names and schemes. As you might know, in 1947, REA ordered 500 of these reefers. They were all new Steel Express reefers from ASEF. It was in an effort to handle all of the express and parcel traffic that was crisscrossing the United States, especially post-World War II. During the same time period, Atlantic Coast Line purchased 50. So you can imagine there were a lot of REA reefers running around. These cars were added to the front of passenger trains that were traveling coast to coast, and they utilized Steel Express reefers utilized welded construction and a new high-speed truck design to make it more efficient as they went coast to coast. They were able to carry both refrigerated loads as well as parcel loads due to their collapsible ice bunkers that were stored away when not in use. So how's that for ingenuity, American ingenuity? So what we have to start with, this is a Great Northern. Hello, Eric Clark. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate that for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm sorry. It's been a rough football season. I know we're 4HOtrains, but I'm just going to say this has been a really weird football season. I'll leave it at that. Anyways, back to the REA reefer cars. They have welded sides. They have 3-3 improved dreadnought ends, arched roofs, separate ladders and grabs. They have fully detailed underframes, steam, air, and signal hoses. They have cut levers. They are equipped with Accumate knuckle couplers. The trucks are equipped with free-rolling metal wheels and the accurate painting and lettering. So let's see. The first one here is the Great Northern, number 2223. It was an REA leaseback. Next up is the San Luis Central. It was an REA patch out, so you can see where they covered up the former decals on this one. I love that detail, don't you? Next up is the Seaboard Coastline. Again, you can see a little bit of blackout on those. And then we have, come on. I'm not moved. There we go. Atlantic Coastline in the purple and gray with the gold striping. Isn't that cool? It's really pretty. Really different for an REA car. And then we have Railway Express Agency in the traditional green with the gold lettering. And as you can see, this one says refrigerator. But they are dual purpose, so they can go with refrigeration or not. And then REA Express in the later 1960s scheme, where they switched to that different turquoise green with the red lettering. And then we're moving into their ACF 5800 center flow covered hoppers. These are 5800, why the 5800 center flow hoppers? 5800 cubic foot covered hopper evolved from the early 5701 for transporting bulk plastic pallets. Most of these were acquired by private companies, including leasing companies, chemical companies, and oil companies, as well as plastics companies. You have 9, let me get off of that there. 9, here we go. This is the ACFX, 9 full width panel body with 10 weld seams, transverse mounted air reservoir. You have accurate painting and printing on these, 100-ton roller bearing trucks and body mounted AccuMate couplers with screw attached coupler pockets. Hello, Randy C. You're not seeing any trains? I'm on there. Huh. Let me try this again. Are you seeing them now? Are you seeing trains now? I've got them on my screen. So that's really weird. Okay. Well, hopefully you're seeing them out there. I've got them on my screen. I guess that's... here we have one in KT Clay. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there for a minute. Still no trains. Okay. Let me put a call in to my production staff. Mr. Muffin! Hey, Steve. I've got no trains showing on the broadcast, but I have them on my screen. I might have to back up here for you guys. I've got it on my screen, but they're not seeing them. You want me to move?
Not yet. It says preview mode. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I tried clicking on it.
Back to live mode.
Oh.
How about now? Now you want to do, that's you in the frame. So push the iPad. There you go.
Can you see them now?
I bet you can. I bet they can.
Are we back to seeing any trains? Hello, Mr. Fix-It. Isn't that the truth, Massimo? Any of you that know me know that I am technologically challenged, which is really sad for my poor husband as a former CIO. He's worked in technology his entire life, and he ended up with me that goes, honey, please fix it. So, moving right along, we'll go back through the master REA Express reefers, and just so you know what the color schemes are. Let's see, we've got Great Northern in the green and orange. I won't go back through all the details on them. Got the San Luis Central, and this is interesting because it's an REA patch out, so you can see the detailing that they've covered over when they bought these and rebadged them. This is the Seaboard Coastline in that kind of brown color. Again, you see the blackout. I know, it's always great to see Mr. Muffin on the camera, isn't it? The Atlantic coastline in that beautiful purple with the gray and the gold. Then we've got the traditional REA green. That is the early 1950s scheme, followed by, hi,
Hi.
he's back. The 1960s scheme, which is the REA Express in the more turquoise green with the red lettering. Steve just breezed by and said that's his favorite, which is a really cool paint scheme. You may notice we've got a price on here. They are $39.91. And then moving on, we have the ACF 5800 center flow covered hoppers. Now, these, as you know, are 5,800 cubic foot covered hoppers. They were primarily used for bulk plastic pellet moving. And we have these in ACFX in the traditional gray. We've got it in KT Clays in white with the red lettering. Isn't that beautiful? Can you imagine how dirty that gets on the rails? Let's see, moving on. Then we've got the Everest Railcar Services, again, back to the traditional gray. Did I miss anybody? Nope. We've got the Soltex polymers. Now, as you can imagine, most of these were used by chemical companies, leasing companies, plastics manufacturers, and oil companies for these hoppers. And then we're into Condea Vista Plastics, again, plastics companies. And then the Luhu Logistics. Who doesn't love that name? Luhu Logistics. We've got Pabst Blue Ribbon. So not exactly a plastics company or a chemical company, but for beer. And Cargill. We all know Cargill very well. That's the traditional gray with the green logo badging. Let's see. And now, just announced. What do we have that's just been announced? AccuRail, for the November 2025 announcement, has given us 36-foot double sheath wood boxcars, 50-foot combination door steel boxcars, and 2-bay ACF hoppers. The 36-foot double sheath wood boxcars come in the big four: Cleveland, Cincinnati, Chicago, and St. Louis. Big Four NYC. The ACF combination steel door boxcar comes in Rock Island in their blue with the black. And then the 2-bay ACF hopper comes in Pittsburgh and Lake Erie in the gray with the black. Hello, Dave Willie. Yes, we ship the day the order comes through. We process orders every day and ship. For those of you that can't see his question, we ship Monday through Friday, and then the orders that we get on Saturday, we go ahead and pull them. Sometimes we get the labels printed and they go out Monday morning, but often we just pull them and then we process the order and ship it on Monday. So in answer to your question, we are shipping every weekday. So hope that helps you. Thanks, Dave. Let's see. So those are just announced from AccuRail. That is a November 2025 announcement. You are welcome, Dave. And then in stock inventory, as you know, this is part of our showcase every week. And if you are subscribed to our newsletter, and I'm going to put a big thank you out there to all of you that are subscribed to our newsletter, we are close to a milestone in number of subscribers. So thank you for contributing to that. To get the weekly deals, you have to be, oh, sorry, I'm kind of out of screen there. To get the weekly deals, you have to be subscribed to the newsletter. So just go to the website, 4HOtrains.com, and subscribe at the bottom of the landing page. So in stock showcase, we are featuring Lionel boxcars. Aren't these beautiful? These are single door boxcars We have opening doors, we have metal wheels, we have metal knuckle couplers, and weighted for reliable operation, which, as you know, is really important to keep it on your tracks. So these come in 8 different names and schemes. The first one here is Pennsylvania in that traditional red-brown color. Then we have Reading in that beautiful green with the gold lettering. We have Lackawanna. Who doesn't love Lackawanna? I just love saying Lackawanna. This is the route of Phoebe Snow, which is a very popular scheme. We have Civil Defense, the U.S. Civil Defense car in the red, white, and blue. You might want to add that for the 250th celebration coming up in 2026. I know a lot of people are doing special things, special scenery on their layouts to honor the 250th birthday of the United States. If you're thinking about that, you might add a patriotic car to your consist. Southern Pacific, it's interesting because it's in the gray with the black and red lettering, which is a little bit unusual for Southern Pacific. We've got the Maine Central. I love the Pine Tree Road. That is the green with the gold lettering. We've got Baltimore and Ohio in the Tuscan red. Isn't that beautiful? It's really pretty. And that. Then we have Great Northern in that blue with the beautiful badge on there. Just love that. It's just so pretty. So that's Great Northern in the traditional blue. And now layout inspirations. I talk about these every week. I just can't say enough about how terrific these Atlas layout kits are. I'm just going to brag on them for a minute. If you are looking to start a layout or add another level to a layout or add on to your layout, these are, I can't say plug and play, but they are really well designed. They come with everything you need, all the track, all the connections, just everything you need to put together. As we like to say, stop planning and start running. So, the planning's part of the fun, but sometimes you just have to get done planning and start running. So the layout packages are your ultimate hassle-free fast track to building your own railway. They've done the hard work by including every single piece of Atlas track that you need, skip the measuring and dive straight into the best part of the hobby, which is running your trains. So let's see this week's layout inspiration. It's a Central Midland layout package. As you can see, this has a 1 1/3 scale miles long. It's a 6-track yard, long enough to hold whole trains, and you've got a double track Y leading into it. The open grid construction allows your scenery to extend below track level as well as above. That's one of the things I really like, is getting those differences in elevation into your system. It just looks so terrific. And that is a minimum size requirement of 10 by 12. So this is one of the largest kits that we sell. Most of them are considerably smaller, 4 by 6, 5 by 7. So this one is 10 by 12. It's a little more ambitious, but it's just a stunning layout. So if you've got the space for it, you might take a look at that. And you can see on the left all of the pieces and parts that come with it. You've got your bumpers, your terminal track, your turnouts, your bridge kit, your track nails, just spade connectors, your selector, your crossings, just everything that you need is truly one-stop shopping, if you will. So if you know anybody that's thinking about getting into HO or expanding their HO layout, take a look at this. Might be well worth your time. Okay, so that is the Atlas HO29 Central Midland layout package. Fits a 10 by 12 sheet. And featured building kits this week. You're going to love this one. I have certain affinity to this. We have a beer garden on our layout, and this one is just terrific. This is Lionel's Anheuser-Busch beer garden kit. It's fabulous. It gives you the wonderful kegs there under the cover. It gives you all the tables. Let's see if I can zoom in there. It gives you your tables, your chairs, your umbrellas, your little fencing. This is just a terrific kit to build and, find a footprint on your layout that it would fit into. Let's see. Here's the shed with the kegs in it. Look at that. Isn't that fun? And then we've got more detailed, you're molded in color. They are easy to apply paper decals. The parts are all numbered for assembly, which I truly appreciate. Basic modeling tools are required, which are, snips and glue and maybe a nail file to smooth out your rough edges. And so, yeah, this is their beer garden. Look at those chairs. Who doesn't love those little chairs? I mean, this truly looks like you went to a fall beer garden. So if you got any space on your layout, this might be a great kit for you. It's just really a fun little kit, I think, to put a new scene on your layout. Let's see. As I told you, I'm not doing a masterclass this week. I apologize. I just wasn't ready. We finished that Walther's downtown 5-section building kit, and I hope you got some value out of watching that. Making you thirsty. Hi, Randy. So we will resume that, and sometimes I may start videotaping these segments instead of boring you with watching me pour glue, but we will get back to our modeling classes here. So moving on, we have a really cool, let's see, there we go. This is this week's Club Corner. This is the Big Bend Model Railroad Association. They are, they've got a really wonderful video here. Let me get it started for you, maybe. There we go. This was at a train show, so this is one of their modular layouts. Our modular club is partnering with some HO modular clubs as well. We're really trying to expand to incorporate O and HO together so that people can really enjoy more options within the hobby. But this is the Big Bend Model Railroad Association, and I hope you enjoy their video. Also, as you watch this, I'm going to mention we would love if you belong to an HO club or if you have your own layout that you would like to share. We would really like to have you send us, get rid of that. Yeah. I don't care. Whatever. Oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so anyways, moving on. The Big Bend Railway Club is located in Tallahassee, Florida. They promote, let's see, here we go. Back to this. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. Obviously, they're very well, sorry. They are very dedicated to promoting all sizes and scales of model railroading, and they encourage railfan experiences. They're recognized as an educational and history heritage nonprofit, and they were founded in September of 1987. So if you're in the Tallahassee area, don't know anybody that might be, anyways, you might stop and check them out. They are the Big Bend Model Railroad Association. So back to my call out. This is kind of a public service announcement or request, I guess. If you or anyone you know is part of an HO club, modular club, traditional club, history and education, if you have your own layout that you would like to share, I would really welcome you to reach out to myself or Sam, either Liz or Mrs. Muffin at 4HOtrains.com, or Sam at 4HOtrains.com. And we would love to connect with you and put your club or your layout in our broadcast so that you can share it with others. If you'd like to talk on screen, maybe about some of your modeling techniques or your history of getting into the hobby or why trains interest you, we would really welcome that, because we really want to help people share their experiences with other hobbyists. And we don't need to make this all about us. We'd really like for you to join in. And if you have videos, if you have photographs, if you'd like to be live, we can, have you dial in and we can interview you on camera. How much fun would that be? So if you have any interest, just reach out to us. You can either do it through the website or you can do it through our emails. And we'd really love to help you to expose your layouts and your experiences to other hobbyists. So if that's something that interests you, reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. And without further ado, I'll let that go. And maybe it's not you. Maybe it's somebody that you know. Sometimes when I go to train shows, I see buildings that someone has built, and I've invited them to be on the broadcast or let me videotape them. And people tend to be very shy. So you don't have to be shy. If I can do this, anybody can do this. So let us know. We'd love to have you. And that is all I've got for this week. As you know, we want to be your dealer. We try to give you the best prices to start. So this is my little advertisement for you watching my video. We mark everything down. The minute that we bring it in store, it's always the best price you're going to, well, not the best price, but it's a really good price. Our weekly deals are only available to our subscribers of our newsletter. We do offer flat rate shipping. So if you have several things you're thinking about buying, put your order together and order them all at once. It's $5.99, whether it's one car or 2 engines and 5 cars. Wouldn't that be swell? Order 2 engines and 5 cars. But it's $5.99 flat rate shipping. No deposits are required for pre-orders. We don't do that. If you pre-order something and you decide when it comes in, you've changed your mind or circumstances have changed, just let us know. No harm, no foul. And of course, you receive our traditional muffin services, which we think we're the best in the business at that. So we want to earn your business. Let us enhance your model train hobby. Let us be your partners in the hobby and share our experience with you and have you share yours with us. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week. Bye, everybody.